Have I just been rambling for like, I don't know, 25-30 minutes? Oh my god. Yeah, some of us are just like a radio. Hi guys, we're back. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy you guys are back. For my new subscriber, welcome. For the returning subscriber, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about self-discipline. And when I was doing a research on this topic, because I'm also on the journey of self-discipline, I don't think there's anyone who will ever get to a place where they say they are completely self-disciplined. It's a journey. You learn every time you want to adapt new behaviors, new habits, you create self-discipline to achieve those things. So it's a continuous journey. So I'm gonna say this: I don't think people are lazy. I think it's because they have not cultivated the art of self-discipline. And so when we talk about self-discipline, we begin by defining what is self-discipline. Okay, so self-discipline is the ability to control oneself and one action. Okay, mastering the self-control and setting boundaries within yourself by delaying gratification. Okay, self-discipline goes very well with consistency. So let me explain let me define what is consistency. Consistency is a quality of being reliable and steadfast in behavior, action, or attitude over time. Okay, so you can be consistent within for yourself or for other people, that people know you're reliable, like they can completely rely on you, and that is very important in any relationship. Okay, so as usual, let me give you a quote on self-discipline that you can ponder on. Self-discipline is a bridge between goals and accomplishment, by Jim Robbins. You can read his books, amazing work. Okay, so what is the importance of self-discipline? One, it enables you to achieve your goals. Okay, two, it enables you to build habits, and three, it helps you in productivity and efficiency. Four, it helps you in the personal development, and five, it helps you in emotional well-being. Okay, so let's take each one of them, try to dissect them so that we completely understand this topic of self-discipline. Okay, so when we say self-discipline helps you achieve your goal, show me someone who's ever set goals and lacked self-discipline and they were able to achieve those goals. You are achieving your goals and having self-discipline goes hand in hand. There's no two-way about it. You have to be self-disciplined for you to achieve the goals that you set. If you set a goal of losing, let's say 10 kg or whatever, 50 kg, okay, it means you have to adapt ways that you're able to lose that weight. So if you say I'm going to exercise, it means you have to go to the gym every other day or every day. If you say I'm going to run, you have to do it consistently. If you say I'm going to reduce my portion, you have to do it consistently. If you say I'm gonna do healthy eating, it means you have to deny yourself the things that you're used to eating to actually achieve that goal. Okay, so you have to put self-discipline with achieving your goals. Okay, number two, it helps you build habits. Okay, so for example, this is how I say it: if you build your life around habits, it takes away from the takes it away from you thinking that you have to do it. Let me explain it further. So if you have habits, like I have my morning routine and my evening routines, you can create your morning routine and your evening routine such that it's an automatic thing that you don't think about. Okay, because if you keep thinking I'm gonna wake up, I have to read, I have to read my Bible, or I have to go to the gym, it becomes so exhausting when you have to put up these thoughts every morning, like again, this is another morning I have to wake up and go to do this thing that I don't like. So you create a habits such that it favors your life. You're able to do them automatic. Okay, so, and the best way for you to have this self-discipline, let me tell you something I have learned personally, is to make it so beautiful that it's no longer a chore. It's no longer seem like work. Let me go deeper. with an example. So when you have a morning routine, make it as romanticized as possible. Wake up in the morning, you can brush your teeth, or you take a cup of coffee, you can read a book, even if it's a 1 page, 2 page, take a hot shower, or if you like cold showers, just make it so nice. Get to your closet, get clothes that you like wearing, that makes you feel so nice. Put on your perfume, put on your makeup, you know. But this one requires you to wake up early, especially if you're working a 9 to 5. So if you're supposed to be at work at 7, wake up at 5. You know, take this time to really pamper yourself. Take this time to, you know, be in touch with yourself. Love what you do. And when you do it, it does no longer seem like work. So when you romanticize your morning and you have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and you just sit down and probably read your Bible or you read a book, when it becomes something beautiful, it takes away from the effort of having to think to do this thing. So when I realized that if I make it nice, it makes me want to do it, okay? Because I leave feeling so nice, and I leave feeling, okay, it really energized me, and I feel beautiful and amazing. So I want to do it the next day and the next day, okay? Another thing is create evening routine, automatic also. So probably when you come from work, you take a shower, you take a cup of something, you can take soup, take tea, the way you like, you know, something that you like, enjoy. Sit down, probably watch a show, 1 episode or 2 episode, you know. If you're making like, just make it as easy. Don't be in a rush, because anytime you're in a rush, you feel like, I have to do this, I have to finish this. Don't be in a rush. Take your time, enjoy your evening, you know. Have a wind down routine, like, I'm gonna read this 1 chapter, I'm gonna do, probably after work, I'm coming to do one, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna do 1 show on Netflix, I'm going to come, I'm gonna read a page, and then I'm going to journal. Let me tell you, journaling has been a game changer for me, because let me tell you what. So when you journal, you write your thoughts, what worked, what didn't work, how you're feeling, do you think, what made you feel the way you felt the whole day, what was the most challenging, what was your highlight of the day. So also when you're journaling, you're able to put down the things that you think you want to do the next day, okay? So if you journal, you actually keep in touch with yourself and your emotions, okay? And you're able to see, so I felt bad because of this, so what can I do to feel better tomorrow, okay? So when you journal, you're able to actually just see the whole picture of the day, what needs to be done tomorrow, what did not work the previous day, okay? So take journaling, by the way, I feel like it's like a therapy with myself. It's like where I dump my thoughts and my, you know, my feelings and whatever. I sleep when I have relieved the burden of the day. So to wake up another day and face another challenge is, you know, it's like I'm not carrying the previous day's baggage into this day. This is a new beautiful day to actually do what needs to be done, okay? So take up journaling. It's very, very, very important for the people who have not started. Start journaling. It's an amazing way, okay? Number 3, productivity and efficiency. Let me tell you guys, managing your time is the key, especially if you feel like you have 1,000 things you have to do. What happens is, when you think you have a lot to do, you tend to not do them because you procrastinate to do those things. You're like, I have to go to the market, I have to shop, I have to do this, I have to do. So if you think of all these things all together, what your brain shuts and you just go into, I don't want to do anything. So can you just imagine, the days that you have a lot to do is the days you end up doing nothing. And that is true too. I think that is true to so many people. So the best way for you to manage this, and what I have adapted in my life, is called Pomodoro technique. This is a time management method method that helps me not feel so overwhelmed. And let me explain further. Okay, first, according to the technique, the time management technique, Pomodoro technique, you can research on it and also understand it for yourself. One, you choose a task. Okay, I'm going to the market. Okay, you set a timer around this thing that you have to do. Okay, so let's say from your house to going to the market is like a 30 minutes thing. So you do that only. So focus on dressing up, going to the market. Say, I'm gonna take 30 minutes going to the market, or however long, like 31 hour, that's what I'm gonna do. But mostly this technique teaches you how to do things in 25 minutes. Another example I can give is, for example, I need to read my book. Okay, I've been procrastinating on reading my book, so I want to really put in work in finishing my book. So I put a 25 minutes timer only. So I say, for 25 minutes I'm going to read my book. I am not going to be distracted. My phone is on silent. I'm not watching a show. I'm not doing anything. It's just 25 minutes. This one can be done when you're actually winding down to go to bed. Okay, so you do your 25 minutes, then you work on the task. And when you're doing the task, don't multitask. Don't read a book, watch a show, be on your phone, answer emails. Don't do that. Just concentrate on whatever task you have chosen. Okay, then take a short break. After the 25 minutes, take a 5 minutes break. Okay, so you can stand up, go make yourself take a snack, probably answer what the message that you had on your phone, or you're going to answer back something, or you saw a missed call, so you answer back for 5 minutes. Okay, then you repeat the process. You take another 25 minutes to do another task. Okay, so when you complete 4 rounds of 25 minutes timer, you take now a 15 to 30 minutes. So you can watch your show, you can, take something and watch on Netflix for the 15 to 25 minutes. Okay, and then the cycle begin. So what this does, it helps you remove the thinking out of your life automatically. So I'm like, 25 minutes, I have only 25 minutes to shoot this video. Done. I take my 5 minutes break, take my snack, sit on the couch. Okay, do another 25 minutes, do something else, and the cycle repeat. You can read more about the technique for you to understand, but it has really come in handy, where it removes this thing of stressing out. I have to do this, then I have to do this, then I have to do this. It completely removes that anxiety. And when you feel like, when you have a lot, you feel so anxious, you can't put a finger on what is making you so anxious. Because what I feel is because you have all these things at the back of your mind that you need to do, so you're always feeling like, I should have done that. That time has passed. Oh, I should have done. So in fact, you're not doing it makes you more anxious than doing it. So instead of putting it like a task, a hard task, just take 25 minutes. Say, I'm gonna clean my living room for 25 minutes. When it's done, done. After 25 minutes, I'm not touching anything else. Okay, next time I'm gonna do 25 minutes in my kitchen, and then move on to something else, so that you don't always feel like, I have to clean this house for 1 hour, 2 hours. Then you feel like, okay, let me just leave it at that. Okay, that is a very important way of being productive and efficient. So another thing that helps you, the importance of self-discipline, is personal development. Okay, when you push, by pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and following through with your morning, evening, nighttime routine, okay, your brain signals something and starts to trust you. Okay, what I have realized, okay, is every time I have done a task and be able to complete it, I'm like, it was not so bad. Okay, so next time I have such a task, I'm like, but you did it last time. It's like your mind reminds you, it's not hard, just do it. Like, it took you 30 minutes to do this task, so go ahead and do it. So your brain sort of signals, like, I trust you, you can do this. Okay, because I also feel like if you keep disappointing or not doing what you should do, your brain signals something very negative. So next time you want to do something, your brain is like, are you sure you're going to do it? do we trust you? Do we not trust you? We saw you last time starting the fitness journey, you did not finish. We saw you start that book, you didn't finish. We saw you say you're gonna commit to this certain area, we didn't see you do it. So all of a sudden, you can't do anything, you know, because your brain is putting all this doubt, like it's like they're screaming and saying, we don't trust you, anything that you say. Okay, so always by doing something, if you say you're gonna do something, do it. And it's not because you're doing it for anybody, it's because you're doing it to as a I got you, like you, I have. If I say I'm going to do something for you, Julia, do it, because it's you're honoring yourself. So how are you ever gonna honor anything if you do not honor yourself? Okay, so this is a way of you developing a very good relationship with yourself, so that you're able to do these things. Like, I trust you. Can you shoot this video? Either you're feeling like crap or you're feeling whatever, I trust that you're going to do it to honor yourself. It's not, you're not honoring anybody, you're not doing it for anybody, it's just because you made a promise for yourself. Please keep that promise for yourself, because again, how are you going to promise people, and how are you going to honor that promise if you're not doing it for yourself? Are you seeing how it goes? It's like a vicious cycle. Anytime you're positive, it translate into your life. Anytime you're negative, it translates into your life in a negative way. So you better choose to stay on the positive, where you completely do what you say you're going to do. Okay, so when you're doing like a personal development, I'm going to give you an example. So if you say, I'm going to read a book, so what I do, I say I'm going to read like 10 pages a day. Okay, so regardless of what happens, I'm just gonna read 10 pages in the morning or in the evening, or whatever I feel is the best time for me to actually read a book. So when I say I'm gonna read 10 pages, I do 10 pages. I don't think, oh, I'm gonna finish the 200 pages. Just do 10 pages. Can you imagine what happens at the end of the year when you have done 10, 15 minutes incrementally? Like every day, I'm just gonna do a 10 minutes, whatever that you promise yourself. I'm just gonna wake up and do a 10 minutes exercise. No pressure. I'm gonna do a 10 minutes exercise. Anytime you feel things, just take 10 minutes and do it. Imagine the 10 minutes every single day. In a year's time, how much do you think you'll have achieved by the smallest habits and the smallest way of doing things? Don't pressure yourself, because I feel like when you pressure yourself, you actually end up living that thing. You never do it. So why pressure yourself? Take it easy, you know. Commit to the 10 minutes only, and then probably along the way you might find 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But if you never get to 15, 20 minutes, the 10 minutes has a very big impact on your life when you accumulatively get at the end of the year. Okay, number 5, let's move from there. Number 5, emotional well-being. Okay, so for example, the way I was saying, when you take time to journal every night, for example, if that is something that you want to take up or you want to do, or something that you have been doing, okay, you are able to manage your emotions and your behavior, because it's a self-reflection act. Anytime you're writing down, oh, I felt so bad because this and this person did this, so why do you think they did what? Disrespected you? Because maybe my standards are very low. So what can I do to improve my standards, or what can I do to improve my self-confidence? So it's a very self-reflection thing. It just comes to help you, you know. It's not for anybody. Okay, so it helps you in your mental health and your well-being. Okay, another thing is, if you decide to exercise for 15 minutes or take a walk, okay, every day you're walking and you're just, you know, taking time for yourself to walk, you sort of, you know, I don't know how to explain it. It just does something beautiful to you. Even if you had stress the whole day, maybe you're in the house the whole day, and then you say, every evening I'm just gonna take a 15 minutes walk, 20 minutes walk. It helps you in your mental state, because again, how are you going to achieve anything if you're not in a good mental state? Okay, because it's one thing that affects your mental state translate to another thing. So if you're, for example, you're not exercising, now you overeating, and now you're just sitting on your couch, now you're watching a 10-hour series. Now it's a ripple effect, a negative ripple effect. So self-control and self-discipline, just to push yourself that that second or that minute, it's really, really, really important. Okay, so by building a self-discipline can be very challenging, and setbacks are normal, but you fall, you get back. Okay, for you to make this journey of self-discipline quite not easy, not to say easy, but at least manageable, I will actually recommend you take up partners, like you take up an accountability partner. So if you have a friend that you can decide, okay, I want you to hold me accountable to this thing that I have promised myself. Okay, so if I say I'm gonna do these things, I need someone to be accountable. You can start by that. Then slowly, as you keep going, you realize that you don't need the accountability partner anymore. You can actually just do it. It becomes easy. But when you're starting, you can tell people to hold you accountable. Okay, as usual, I'm going to recommend books, and one of the books that I would recommend if you've not read it is Atomic Habit by James Clear, and another one is No Excuses by Brian Tracy. Another way of actually, one of the things that I came to understand also, or when I tried to do, is link my teachings to the Bible, my Bible. Okay, so you can actually read Proverbs 25 verse 28. It says, a man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without wall. Okay, so this paints a vivid image comparing lack of self-control to a city with broken walls. So what does that mean? It means you're vulnerable, okay, to any attack. And when I mean any attack, is you can end up overeating because you have no self-control. You struggle to do anything and you procrastinate. Okay, when you procrastinate, you become very angry because why are you not doing the things that you're supposed to do? Okay, you lose integrity, personal integrity. You lose trustworthiness because someone is like, you said you're gonna do it, why didn't you do it? Okay, so you see how you expose yourself to so many things. So self-discipline, or self-control, is here to help you. It's not here to help anybody. Okay, and on that note, let me leave you with assessing your level of self-discipline by answering this question. I'm gonna give you a moment to take your notebook, because we are doing better 2024. We cannot be the same people who were saying something and not doing it. That door shut. In 2023, we shut that door. So we have to be better, because I'm also in the journey of self-discipline, self-control, consistency. So I want also for the people that are in my life, or the people who are my subscriber, to also win. So why will I want to be at the end of the day and I'm like, I'm winning, and my people are not winning? So we are going to assess, and this is one of the things that can help you really, take time. Let me tell you, when you take time to really sit with yourself, it's not like you're being lazy. It helps you really, just answer questions that, so why are we here? Why are we failing in this? Why are we procrastinating day in, day out? So why are we not doing the things that we said we are doing? You sit down with yourself, and then you're able to really, answer questions, look for ways to improve yourself, because you want at the end of the year not to think like, oh shoot, I said I'm gonna do that, I didn't do it, and this was a goal for 2015. We are in 2025. We are going to 2025, and I have never achieved this thing. It just says something about you. So and let me tell you, in the journey of self-discipline, self-control, consistency, approach it from a very kind perspective. Because if you beat yourself down, you will not do it. If you beat yourself down for not procrastinating, you will not do it. If you beat yourself for overeating, you are not going to achieve anything by doing it. So you be kind to yourself, and then you take up the journey and be kind along the way. If you fail, when you're kind, if you fail, you don't give up. You pick up and you get back on it. Okay, but if you're so hard, you're going to be, I'm done, like I can't do this, I am done. So you give up, you move on. Then you pick up something else, you do it along the way, then you give up, you know. But when you're kind, you're like, okay, you last week you were sick, you were not feeling yourself, and the reason why you didn't do those things is because of that. But can we get back to pick up the momentum again? Okay, let's approach it from a very kind perspective. Okay, so these are the questions that you're gonna take up, and you're gonna take time, and you're going to answer them, and you're going to become a better version of yourself. So number 1, okay, am I able to delay gratification? Okay. Number 2, do I stick to my commitments? Okay. Number 3, can I maintain focus on my goals? Okay. Number 4, how do I handle setbacks and failure? Okay. Number 5, do I have a plan and do I stick to it? Okay. Number 6, how do I manage my time? Okay. Number 7, do I maintain healthy habits consistently? Number 8, do I seek continuous improvement in my life by learning from my mistakes? Number 9, how do I handle temptations and distractions? Okay, so take time and do these questions. Answer them honestly. Like, you know, the best gift you can give yourself, it's when you're honest with yourself. Like, I am going to say this 101 times. Take time when you're doing this question or any question, or when you're doing a reflection for yourself, you know, be honest. Because again, if you're not honest with yourself, how are you going to do anything? It's not about what you're able to achieve and people are able to see. It's about you sitting down with yourself and really being true and asking your this question and being truthful to answering those questions. Because, for example, if I say, for example, how do I handle setbacks and failure? This means, how do I say determine regardless of what comes to my life? Because we said life will happen to you when you want it or you don't want it, you like it or you don't like it. Okay, so we know that is going to happen, that is bound to happen. But how do I come out of whatever situation I go through, or the distractions or setbacks that happen in my life? How do I come out of them? Okay, how am I determined to come out of that situation? If it happens, the goal is not to give up, the goal is to get back and do it again, you know. So you have to really come up with honest answers, and so that you see where you're lacking, and where you're lacking, you see, how can I improve on that? How can I be better at this? Okay, so that when you commit to something, you stick to it, because you're like, okay, the reason why I don't stick to this is because I don't honor myself. How can I honor myself? How can I honor anything if I don't honor myself? Okay, so it's a very, very, very important, and because it's a journey, so we have to keep doing this. And let me tell you, the good thing is about self-discipline or self-control, it's like it's in layers. It's like there's level 1 and then there's level 2, so you keep graduating. Every time you are able to do this, you keep graduating and doing better for yourself. Okay, so guys, please take time to really do your homework, do the homework, and see how it helps. If you like, you can comment if that assignment was helpful for you, or if you're gonna take up the assignment and see. Let's see how it goes for you. Okay, you can come back to this video and reflect, or you can comment on this video. See yourself in the next 6 months if you commit to doing personal growth. Okay, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.